Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and this is the Premier Collection NKJV Large Print Thin Line Reference Bible from Thomas Nelson. I've already reviewed a handful of Bibles from the Premier Collection from Thomas Nelson and Zondervan, and one of my favorites was this one, the Single Column Reference NKJV. Love this Bible. You can go watch that video if you haven't seen it already, but I really like the Single Column Reference Bibles that they do, and this was one of my favorites, but I was so impressed with this one that I wanted to see what other New King James Bibles they made, and so I found this one. This is a thin line, large print reference Bible, kind of a more traditional two-column format, and it is the same kind of cover, that brown goatskin that I loved about the other one, and it's really fantastic. Great Bible. Definitely stacks up there with some of the really high-end premium stuff. So let's take a look. Okay, here's the box. This one's a little bit beat up. I actually got it from somebody here locally who used the box as a case for the Bible, which is not a bad idea, but a little bit beat up. They come with these great two-piece boxes, the Premier Collection. There you see all the information about this Bible. And then here we have the Bible itself. Really lovely grain on the goatskin there. You can kind of see it. Just it's thick, but it's still very, very floppy. I like it a lot. On the outside, you have 5 raised hubs, Holy Bible, New King James Version, Thomas Nelson. Looks really great. Lovely red under gold, art gilding done really well. It's kind of a faint red, but it looks really nice. That gold gilt line on the inside. I mean, just really, really lovely Bible. You get these 3, same as the single column reference, double-sided, brown, blue, and kind of a burgundy red on the ribbons, 3/8 of an inch. Really, really great. So as with all Premier Collection Bibles, this Bible is edge-lined, which you can kind of see that in here. Basically, the liner, it goes in, and you can see the tab where the book block is edge-lined in there, and it just makes it more durable, more flexible over time. It's also Smith sewn, so the pages are grouped together in different sections. It's just really great premium level construction, so this Bible is going to hold up over time. As far as size goes, this is 6 1/4 inches wide by 9 1/4 inches tall, so it's pretty standard, large size reference Bible, and it's only 1 1/4 inches thick. So whereas this one was smaller, you can see shorter and stouter, it's a lot thicker, and it's a single column. So that's kind of where the size differences come in, where you just see a thicker Bible because it's smaller. Obviously, you have to have more pages because you can't fit as much on the page. And then the single column is going to take up more of a footprint than the double column. So that's why these are a little bit thicker in general. So getting inside here, see the presentation page, Holy Bible. There's the title page. Just looking here at the copyright page. NKJV, thin line reference, large print, printed in China. You see that they use the NKJV typeface created by 2K Denmark, which is a really famous typesetting foundry. There's a note here in the back of the Bible. I want to point this out. I love that they put this in here. Just information about the typeface and who created it. I love that note because it's a really good design tool. What the words look like on the page is a huge part of how this Bible reads. And these custom typefaces for the Premier Collection, and for all of the Zondervan and Thomas Nelson Bibles by 2K Denmark, are just really, really great. So once we get through there, you have the preface to the NKJV translation. Interesting to read that. And then we get into the Old Testament. So you can see it wants to lay pretty flat at the beginning. I'll open it up here just a little bit so you can see the pages. So 2-column text. You see how they use red in the section headings, the chapter numbers, up here the page numbers and the page headings, and then down here in the footnotes. So it's very similar to something like the Schuyler Quintel, where the cross references are down here at the bottom of the page, across the entire bottom of the page. They're not sandwiched over to one side or the other. They're across the bottom. They use this red font to kind of offset everything so it's easier to find. I really like that, the use of the 2-color font on the page. Really wide open, clean Bible, easy to read. This is an 11-point font on 36 GSM paper. It's line matched, so you're not really having to fight very much with the words on the other side of the page. It really pops off. Easy to read, comfortable to read. I mean, look at that. Great Bible. You got these beautiful ribbons down here. It's just really well, solid, straightforward. There's nothing too fancy about it. They've used the red sparingly, but to good effect. And they have cross-references and textual notes all down here at the bottom, so they're all down there together. As you're flipping through, you just kind of see really clean, wide open, easy to read. In the New Testament, you can just take a look here. It's a black letter text for the words of Christ. Really great. And then we get to the end, and at the end of Revelation, we move into the Concordance. So it's 3 columns. They use that red just for the letter when you get to a new letter. So when you go from A to B or B to C, but everything else is black, but they do use bold in here to kind of offset things. So that looks really good. And then we move to, there's your note about the translation. We move to a slightly more glossy cardstock paper for the maps. These are probably my least favorite thing about this Bible. I wish they were on a Bible paper, but they're fine. They're good maps when you actually want to use them to help your study and stuff like that. Let me get back here. So just a beautiful Bible that's easy to read, straightforward. The real question here when you start really getting into this is, compared to other NKJV 2-column reference Bibles, where you have a great one in the Schuyler Quintel, Cambridge, as I'm recording this, Cambridge is working on the NKJV Topaz. That's their next Topaz edition. But I think this stands right up there with those. And you know, honestly, you're going to be able to find this at a much lower price. And it's got the quality construction. It looks great on the page. It's easy to read. And I'm a big fan of how they've done the goat skin on this. It's just really beautiful all around. So there you have it. It is the NKJV large print Thinline reference Bible from the Premier Collection by Thomas Nelson. If you like what you saw in this video, I'll put some links below where you can read more about it, find places to order this Bible. As always, you can go to BibleReviewBlog.com to read more about this. There's a full write-up there, as well as a bunch of great photos. And while you're here on YouTube, if you like this video, click that like button, subscribe to my channel. That helps me reach more people with the Bible Review Blog. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.